Hey everybody, this is Everyday Commentary. This is Sweet Stuff Saturday with my buddy Ethan. How you doing, Ethan?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
Got a little pluggy nose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we have a pen
tragedy?
a pen tragedy? Hold on, let me go get the pen tragedy. It's so sad. What happened?
So he was playing basketball, and he's bad at basketball, if anybody knows this. And he was booking, and then he finally made the shot. And then his pen fell down, hit at the right spot, and shot and broke open.
Yeah.
And then I had to
My
go.
custom. This is a custom Lamy 2000. Actually, it's the regular Lamy 2000, but it has a custom nib somewhere deep inside of there. And the nib and the pen hit the ground and just shattered in two. As you can see, this break is actually along a seam. I don't actually think there was anything holding it together. But the inside tube, the ink reservoir, just completely shattered. So that pin's done. I'm going to see if I can salvage the nib, because that's what I really liked about the pen. But if I can't, that's okay. I'll try it. Go back to a vanishing point, see how that works. All right, so let's talk about the stuff we got in for review this week. We got in 2 items, and you can see them at the start of the video. One of them is by Big Eye Design, and the other is by Terrain 365.
I love Big Eye Design because they make ply tools. Shout out to Big Eye Design. They make the best ply tools, in my opinion.
You think?
Yeah, I love the fidget ply tool. That thing's awesome.
What about the Ever Ratchet?
The Ever Ratchet's good. It's just that it has too many tools.
What do you mean too many tools? Too many features?
Too many features. If you use the Big Eye Design tools have one. You don't want too many tools because none of the tools work then.
Yeah, they are kind of a compromise.
Yeah, so Big Eye Design is right in the Goldilocks. So that's why I like Big Eye Design.
Oh, that's a good term. All right, so let's talk about this knife. This knife is their tie knife. That's literally the name.
Tie.
And it has a titanium handle, S35VN blade steel. What do you think about S35VN? Good or bad?
I really like it. It is not a drop point blade though.
It's a weird kind of like not exactly drop point, not exactly clip point, because there's like a distinct break here on the blade to make you think like it's not like a drop point in the sense that the blade point is in, at the 3/4 position. This is almost half, so it's sort of like a spear point-ish blade. Here's the knife overall. The handle is really clean, as you can see. There's only one screw visible on the knife. There's actually 2 if you look at the butt end. But on the side, in profile, you can only see 1 screw. I like the clip. The clip is well made and it has good retention. The lanyard hole is out of the way. But the knife itself is a little... What do you think?
It is a little thick.
It is a little thick.
If you see my Swiss Army knife video, I carry my knives everywhere.
Yeah, is this one a little ugly?
No.
You don't think this is a little ugly?
Dad, you take too much fashion into your knives.
This is a little ugly.
No, it doesn't
Especially
matter
compared to this knife. Oh, this knife is so beautiful. It's a little ugly. I'm going to carry it around a little bit. As you can see, it's a flipper. And while it could be used as a front flipper like that, it really is intended to be used like that. So this is a Dietz style flipper. And he just cuts off the corner of the knife. That was the mod that Alexander Dietz came up with. And it's a great design. It keeps the profile of the knife, in the right way. Plus, if you're going for the baby bird, this one looks like the baby bird is looking up at its mom waiting for food. The knife itself is a little thick. It's got they put a nice edge on it. It's hollow ground and everything is like super heavy stonewash. I like that a lot. But I'm still not 100% sold on the aesthetics.
Yeah.
And I'm still not 100% sold on the weight. This is actually a pretty heavy knife. It's like almost 4 ounces. It's like 3.9, 3.8 ounces. It's a little chunky.
It's a little chunky monkey.
Yeah, a little chunky monkey. All right, let's talk about the other knife. Oh.
No, I have one problem with this knife. I'm just going to say it right out of the
Yeah?
back. opening it, I am a younger knife person, but my dad flips open Spyderco's, Spidey flick and all that stuff, and that knife, that took him like 4 weeks to do, and it like sliced up his finger.
All right, let's talk about that. So this is the Teravantium bladed Terrain 360 Invictus ATC.
Yeah, and it has glow in the dark.
Yeah, it has glow-in-the-dark thumb studs, as you can see here. And it sports the Teravantium blade, so it's not actually a steel. This is a dendritic cobalt. The handle is made of G10 on one side and titanium on the other side. It has a deep carry over the top pocket clip. The knife is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the look of this knife. It's just beautiful. An interesting thing, I have an Emerson Mini A100, and if you lay that knife on this knife, they are almost completely covered up. They are like exactly the same size. Very similar shape. But the one thing that I will note about this knife is that the thumb studs are a little difficult. So if you hit them like here, you're not going to get anything. This is a very crisp detent. You really have to dig in underneath and pop it open. Once you do, the knife is easy to use and it's very, very smooth, very smooth. But this is not a knife that you can use unless you really work at it. And I think the effort is probably worth it because the knife is so nice, but it's something you should know right away. One of the issues is by putting the thumb studs almost in line, I mean, there's a very slight difference, probably a ½ inch difference. And this is because the knife is so narrow. By putting the thumb studs almost in line with the pivot, you can't do this. You've got to do this. So you got to lift. Instead of push out, you got to lift up. And when you lift up, it's great. If you try to do this as a push out, you're going to like destroy your thumb. And as you can see, my thumb has been pretty mangled here trying to figure out how to use this knife. But now that I got it down and it's an easy coin flick, quite nice. I mean, you just barely tap it and it goes. So very, very well made knife. A couple of other really cool touches. We get a lot of this, like no standoff whatsoever, and that's fine. I don't think it's necessary to make a knife that way, but if you have a blade material that's basically impervious to rust, why not make it a little safer? So they have a full length backspacer, and you can see here the backspacer has some grip down here at the bottom.
Nail file?
With some jimping. It's not really a nail file.
But you
and then
can use it.
You could. And then it has a lanyard bar here where you don't have to lace anything through the side of the knife. I love lanyard bars like that. The other thing that I'm going to point out on this backspacer, super cool, it has a Precision V blade channel. Look at that. The blade channel runs the entire length of, and you can see it down in there, the entire length of the backspacer. And it's really just a way to show off how good the fit and finish is on this knife. Because look at that. That is what I call dead on centering.
Yes.
Really great centering. The other thing is the knife has virtually no blade play whatsoever. It has a crowned spine. It has this very nice spear point blade with the fuller here. And it has a false or unsharpened swedge. All kinds of nice little features and touches on this knife. There's a little bit of a choil, not really that much of a choil, but everything about this knife other than the opening is just super duper premium. Really nice blade. It was expensive, but it wasn't more expensive than a new Sebenza 31. So if you're looking for a high-end carry, you want something a little different, or you want something that has really, really good rust resistance, this is a blade you should consider.
We should do the sharpness test on some tubing.
You want to do a sharpness test on some tubing? Stay right there. Hold on. Let me go get a cutting board because I don't want to cut up my work surface.
Yeah, your work surface is absolutely goated.
Here we go. Let's do some cut tests on some tubing. This is a good idea, Pete.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right.
This tubing is super resistant, so if none of them can cut through.
Oh, it's going to cut through.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be like, dong, like
How much?
PVC.
Okay, let's see.
clean? Is it clean?
If it's not clean, it's because I there we go.
Oh, it's clean. That's clean.
That's pretty clean. All right, let's try.
Let's see it.
Let's try it with the tie Big Eye design, the tie knife from Big Eye Designs.
That's cleaner.
Oh, that is clean. That is clean. Wow, both of them did pretty well. This is an easy cut test. This isn't hard like when you do something like sisal rope, but
Sisal rope, I got you.
you got. Oh wait, what are we doing? Do you really have sisal rope?
Yeah.
Go get it. Let's cut it.
Like paracord?
No, that's nylon. Sisal is the brown one, the stuff they use in twine.
Yeah, I have it. It's up to the garage. I'm gonna get it.
No, don't go get that. We use that all the time. I don't want to cut that. This guy, he knows where everything in the house is. He's got little stashes of tools and goodies.
Oh,
and...
I have a good idea.
What?
If for one of the knives that always stay open, if you don't have a sheath, these can work as sheaths.
You could put it on you could do this, right? You could take it and cut it and then put it all up on the blade like that.
And if I did this one,
I wouldn't do that a lot.
Yeah, because
But you could make it work in like an emergency situation. Like you go camping, you lose the sheath, you want to bring the knife home, you could probably do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, which one of these knives do you think is cooler?
Big Eye Designs has me really hooked with their pry tools because I love pry tools. But if
We don't even have one of their pry tools.
Yes, but I love seeing them from...
Oh, tell everybody who's your favorite EDC YouTuber. What's his name?
Taylor Martin.
Taylor Martin, yes! Best damn EDC, you have a huge fan. Ethan loves watching your videos. What's your favorite part of Taylor Martin's stuff? His amazing curly hair?
No. Stop. That would be Isaac.
He does have good hair, though. Much better hair than I do.
No, but Isaac would like that.
Yeah. Style.
No, but...
So what's your favorite part?
He is very good at... he reviews stuff that I like. Pry tools and his razor blade holder thing.
Oh, we're going to have a whole Sweet Stuff Saturday on razor blade holders, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to let everybody go on this one. Look for a video next week, and we're going to talk razor blade holders. My hope is that Ethan will join me for most of these videos.
Yeah.
All right.
I love joining you.
All right. I like having you here too, buddy. You're my little wings.
Yep.